Join computer audio. Let's see. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good, Benson. Yourself?
Good, good. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you just fine.
Oh, good, good. Okay, good. Well, hey, thanks for logging on early over here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll make
Yeah.
sure we got this right.
Yeah, I have no idea how many people actually joined, but there's Lorraine. Hey, Lorraine. Looks like you're working from home too, huh? Let's see.
To the office for a little bit today.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, there's some people like in my office. Everybody was sent home, and so our office manager actually they're renovating her house, so the place that has the least people is at work. So she decided to go. She decided to go to work. Hey, Lorraine, can you hear us? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we can't hear you yet, so let me see if I can unmute you over here. Yeah, your microphone's muted, it shows. So we can unmute you. Yeah, okay, good.
Okay.
So I guess you're working from home too, huh?
Well, after San Jose and getting the announcement,
Yeah.
Southwest had that thing, I've been on a self-imposed quarantine, and now I'm working from home in addition to that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We like it. I didn't self-quarantine, but got a really bad cold after San Jose. So, I mean, now you can't go to work and like cough and everybody's like, ugh, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, so.
Actually, all of my flights were really good. They were pretty empty, except the flight from Honolulu to Hilo, and the guy next to me was coughing up a lung.
Oh, no. Yeah. So now it's all that like, ew, you know?
Yeah, I wanted to hand him a tissue and go, cover it.
Yeah. So now it's not just social distancing, it's like social rejection, right? Like, yeah, get away from me. Let's see, participants. I'm going through learning the whole how to manage all the screens. I've been doing Zoom tutorials, so trying to get with it. How about you guys? You guys know run a bunch of stuff on Zoom? Have you used this a lot?
Yeah.
Pretty good? Yeah, good. Okay, Charlie.
We use Zoom and Teams. I haven't done a lot of start a meeting or, schedule a meeting with Zoom.
Yeah.
We're using it for a couple of our programs, and then we're using Teams, which I think I like Zoom better, to be honest.
I hadn't heard of Teams. I mean, how do you get on Teams?
If you've got Microsoft 365, you got it. It's an app.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Yeah, chat. Okay. Yeah, I'm just learning how to check all the buttons here, how to mute everybody, how to record stuff, clear stuff, I can chat with people while they're in. I just actually figured out how to do breakout rooms, where if you have like in fact, we're gonna try to do that in our upcoming trainings, where you can actually take 100 people and separating them out into breakout rooms. So,
okay.
but what we haven't figured out yet is whether you can record a breakout room session, or if one of the participants inside the breakout room can actually share their screen and run videos and do PowerPoints or whatever. I guess I'm pretty certain they probably can do that. I don't know. Have you guys ever done breakout rooms?
Yes, but never from organizer standpoints.
Yeah. Okay. Been in a breakout room. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. There's Keith Greer. You know what's kind of cool is do you guys hear that little doorbell thing? Can you guys hear it, or do I just hear it?
I heard it when you came on.
Oh, okay. All right. So now I every time somebody comes on, there's a little doorbell thing. That was Zeta just walked by, my wife. We're up. We live up in Volcano, and our bedroom and our office is kind of up in a loft, and so that's why you see all of this like redwood behind me. Because if I lean back too far, I'm gonna conk my head on the ceiling. So I have a little line over here, like you can't go past that, or you're gonna hit your head on one of these beams. So I gotta see if I got any scars here. So so anyway, hey, Lorraine, you guys are already going to online meetings. Are you guys having online meetings
We had our first one yesterday.
in your club? And how did that go?
It went pretty good. We had 26 members.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that. There were some technical difficulties. I mean, I did discover that if somebody has a Bluetooth attached to their phone with a microphone where they're using earphones,
Oh,
and they're also using their computer, it echoes.
yes. Yeah.
And we have people that said, well, we only have a blank screen. I guess I should have done the tutorial.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
I think it went really
yeah.
good. We even did happy dollars. We decided that we're going to just stick our money in an envelope, and when you come together, we're going to have a lot of fat envelopes.
Good idea. Wow. So we haven't gone to a weekly meeting yet. We probably will. We had a board meeting last night. That was our first online thing, and the board wanted to go back and do regular meetings. So Tuesday at 12 o'clock. So we're gonna send them out, and I'm hearing around our district that clubs are starting to do online meetings. I know one of the clubs on Maui did one, and of course the Honolulu clubs have been doing them. So we're just wondering if we should do both. We should have our own club meeting and then a big club meeting, or everybody should just like do their own meeting. So I think one of the things we wanted to discuss today is if people like this format of doing like a combined meeting with everybody, or if everybody wants to do their own meeting in their club. But we'll talk about that. I actually, me personally, I kind of like the big meeting. I mean, seeing everybody and having the other clubs being able to sort of check in and see what's happening with everybody out there. Because we're up here, and I don't, my wife's retired, and I don't really go to work, so I mean, we're sort of isolated up here, and so we kind of like don't know what's happening down in the world. So it's kind of good to connect with real live people, try to figure out what's going on. Hey Keith, are you with us? I see your microphone's muted. I can see your okay, there you go. Okay, there's DeAndrea on me. Keith, can you hear us? I see your name there that says Keith, so I know you're there. All right. Well, DeAndrea came on and Stan came on, and everybody's cutting their video off, so I guess they don't want to be seen, which is okay. I guess that's a very common thing in that's a common thing in Zoom where people don't want to be seen. But there's Deb. I can see you, Deb. How are you doing? Can you hear me okay? Can you? I mean, I'm looking at your picture, but I don't see you moving too much. So wondering if you can hear me. Okay, so people clinging, chiming in over there. There's Julie. Hi, Julie. We're getting everybody's profile picture. If you turn your video off, then you get your profile picture. So there's actually let's see. Yeah, there's actually just a couple of us with video going. Okay, I was wondering why Deb wasn't moving because it's her picture. So I was like, Deb, you're not moving. It's her picture. Okay, who's there? Okay, let's see. Oh, hi. So, Sandy, is that you? Okay, that looks like Sandy. Can you hear me? I see that you're, I'm gonna unmute your audio, so
Okay.
Hey, hey, there's Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Benson.
Yeah. Okay, Sandy Matsui just joined us. Junichi. Hi, Junichi. Let me unmute you. I think I hit the thing where everybody comes in muted. So, Julie, are you with us? I can see you. Hi, Julie.
I am.
Keith, there you are.
Yay, got it.
Yeah, you got in.
We're having a little bit of problems with the
Hello,
Wi-Fi.
Benson.
Yeah. Hi there.
Junichi.
Hi, Junichi. Good to see you.
Yeah, maybe you can hear me, but I cannot hear you. I'm just now struggling with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'm on mute or something, because pretty much everybody can hear me so far. So, okay. Well, we had a board meeting Saltillo last night. 9 of us on it, which was kind of cool because we had never had a board meeting before that was on Zoom. So it was kind of cool. So yeah, hopefully we'll see how this goes today. Okay, there's Andrea. Okay, hi. Susan, I see you. Can you hear me? Okay. Let me unmute you guys. Susan, can you hear us? I see you guys on there.
Yes,
Oh, good. Yeah, now I can. Yeah, now I can hear you. How are you guys doing?
we're okay.
Good. You guys sheltering in place? Okay.
Yes, there's always stuff to do out here.
Yeah. Where are you guys out here?
Pepekeo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're on the other end. We're up in Volcano, and we've really been hunkering down over here, so we don't. It's kind of nice to see some like live people because
Yeah.
we're not getting out much, which is okay. I kind of like it. Okay, Sally's in there. Somebody, who's Joe Blow? Somebody came in. Oh yeah, there's Joe Blow. Hi.
Hey, Julie.
Hey.
702-02-1181. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Bobby, right?
Yep. Bobby. There's
Bobby.
Bob,
Yep.
Bobby up here in the
Hi,
corner.
Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
You're being incognito today.
Yeah, it's hiding. Yeah, the safest place for Bobby's in his office. I don't know if you noticed that, but he's over there in his office.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because nobody's going to work now, so I guess you can go to your office and nobody's there. Okay, how you guys doing? You guys that are joining, I think when you come in, you are automatically muted. So I'm unmuting you so we can say hello, but later on maybe we'll probably have to mute down if we have a lot of. Oh, there's Gina. Hey Gina, don't recognize you without your glass of wine there, but that's okay. Yeah, there you go. All right. All right, cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, say hi if you guys come in there. Charlene. Hi, Charlene.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi,
Hi,
Charlene.
Charlene.
Okay, there's Charlene. So is everybody like getting everybody's picture here? So as more people come on, everybody's picture is getting smaller now. So, but that's okay, as long as we can sort of see who's in there. So good. Now Randy is supposed to be clicking on over here. He said he was going to be on about 1:45, but I haven't seen him yet. But people are clicking on like crazy over here. I guess Naomi was telling me, I'm not sure Naomi will be on the call, but she was telling me when they do these calls in Honolulu, they get like 200 people. So I can imagine how small the picture should be. Oh, I see Nancy. Hi, Nancy. I don't see Nancy's picture, but I see Nancy's name here. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Ah,
Okay.
Emo Jim and Jenna
Yeah. Hi, Jim. How you guys doing?
and Samsung SM.
Yeah, there's Samsung. Well, Samsung's a pretty popular person there. So. Yeah,
Hi,
that's
Benson.
that looks like Deb. Hey, Kim. Hi, Kimo.
I just flew in last night in Kona. I think the last flight before the before the restrictions applied. So I don't have 2 weeks quarantine. So
Oh, good.
yeah, so I can go to the beach.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'll see you down at KTA then. Huh? So cool.
Oh. Anyway, this is my second virtual meeting today. I
Cool.
had another with a group in Rancho Cotati that's our host club for our global telemedicine project. So they had 18, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So Lorraine was telling me that they got their club meeting, and you guys can kind of talk about Junichi when we sort of go around the group, but they had 20 something at their club meeting yesterday. So cool. Yeah.
That's great. Okay.
All right. So yeah, let's. I'm gonna give it another minute or so. Oh, there's Nancy. Hi, Nancy. I see Nancy kind of looking in the other direction over there. So, howdy. Okay, good. Hey, I appreciate you guys getting on over here. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 20 people so far.
Great.
From Pahoa. My name is, it looks like Joe Blow. It's Glenn Calvert.
Hey, Glenn. Yeah,
Hey, Glenn.
yeah. Yeah, well, Joe Blow's popular name. I'm sure there's probably other Rotarians that are out there, so it's a good thing you let us know. Hey, Shane, how you doing? I see Shane just clicked in over there. Cool. Everybody's at home, kind of hanging out. All right. Okay. Well, so hey, let's kind of get going over here. I'm not sure where Randy is. He's supposed to be on here now, but he'll probably click on. I'm imagining that there will be people kind of clicking in and out as we go. So first of all, can everybody hear me okay? Can you give me the thumbs up that you can hear me okay? Okay, good. All right.
Yes.
So our thought was that since a lot of us, I know Saltillo hasn't had an in-person meeting right now for, I don't know, 3 weeks, I guess was the last time we had one. Then maybe we do a collective online meeting and just kind of share some information with people. And then we can decide whether it's good to meet up as a big group or we should start having virtual meetings individually in our clubs. And so, hey, there's Doug Adams. Hi, Doug Adams. Yeah, this is actually kind of cool to see all these people. So everybody's, like I said, pictures getting really small now, so that's cool. Okay, so our agenda is a little loose today. What we wanted to do is start off and just sort of make some announcements and go around in the clubs that are on today and just talk about some of the things that are going on in your clubs. And then we want to kind of focus on a discussion about, well, what can we do, in our present situation? What can Rotary do? In our board meeting last night, Charlene said, hey, and she's correct. She's been around a long time, is that people in our community look for leadership from Rotary. So I think it's important that we, talk about some things that we can do, how we can respond, since basically our mission is to do good things within our community, that it will be good to figure out some things that we can do. I know there's a lot of people kind of scrambling around. People have been on these big virtual calls, and they're talking a lot about social programs, things that they can do out there. But there's all kinds of different things that we can do. So I'm seeing more and more people kind of clicking in here. So I have no idea how big this thing is going to get. But what I do want to do, since Lorraine's on right here, she was second one to get on after me and Bobby. And then I see Junichi on. Can you guys just kind of give us a kind of update? What's happening in Hilo Bay? How your virtual meeting went yesterday? What kinds of things you guys are doing out there, and then we'll come around. We'll talk a little bit about South Hilo, and then I see a lot of Hilo guys on, so we can talk about there. And then Deb, I see Deb here on from Pahoa, and I don't see anybody. Okay.
I can't see that, but I don't know if you can see me.
Yeah, I can see her picture, but I can't.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't see it, but that's okay. So
Vincent?
Junichi, yes. Who was it?
Anna's here, just I don't have video conference.
Okay, Anna, good. All right, so we'll maybe we'll connect with you. We'll talk about what Hilo is doing, and but I wanted to start with Hilo Bay because I see Lorraine and Junichi are on now. So Junichi, you want to go ahead? Okay, can everybody? I'm going to unmute you here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Can everybody hear Junichi? Good.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a regular meeting, a virtual meeting yesterday from 7 o'clock, the regular time of our club meeting. And then the main purpose of our virtual meeting is to keep our members connected.
Yes.
And also we discuss the things that we can do to help out the communities. So we have basically follow the regular program, but more focused on the president reports and then reports from committee members, committee chairs, directors, and also any report or concern or proposal from the members. We didn't have the talk, a guest speaker yesterday, but we continue the regular meeting, weekly from 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. Using Zoom. So if you're interested in joining, you get up early, just let me know.
Okay. Okay.
So the one thing we discussed was to collect the donation from and then donation to a food basket.
Okay.
As you know, the food storage, stored food and short food basket is in shortage, and then they need more food coming in. So we instead of donating food physically, we are collecting money from the members. Probably later on we discuss with board meeting. So if the club is willing to match up the donations. So this is the main thing we discussed, I think, yesterday for community services. But I think the more and more proposal or suggestion will come in. So keep on connecting. Keep on connecting each other every week, Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
Okay. Very good.
Lorraine, do you have anything you want to add, Lorraine?
You covered it really well. Thank you.
Yeah. No.
So I remember it.
Yeah. So Lorraine, talk about happy dollars, because I don't think everybody heard that.
Oh, well, we weren't going to do happy dollars, and then somebody in the club says, well, why don't we just put the money in an envelope, and when we finally get together physically, we'll have fat envelopes. So we went through and did the happy dollars.
Okay.
And we have a recorder, and I think Junichi was recording the session, so we have it.
We have evidence, right?
We have evidence. So if we really have to, we can say, you owe us this much. But
yeah, we got you on video. Right?
Nice, because it's kind of hard to, if you're homebound and what have you, it's hard to be happy in something. So it was nice to have. There were good things, reminding us of good things.
Okay.
So it was really a positive experience.
So tell me again how many members you had on your call yesterday?
Junichi, I think you said 26.
Yeah, 27. Yes.
27.
Wow, that's really great. So
Yeah.
is that right around what you typically get in a regular meeting? Is it more? Is it less?
I think 27. Usually we have 30 members show up. showing up for the regular
Yeah.
meeting. So pretty much the same
About-
number.
About the same.
Yeah, about the same. Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is very good turnout.
Yeah. No, I think it's 20. I mean, if South Hill had a meeting and 27 people showed up, online, in person, anywhere, that would be a good turnout for us. So cool. All right. Excellent. Okay. Anna, you want to click in anything with Hilo? You want to make a report with what's going on over there?
We're just trying to figure out what is the best way. We ended up canceling our board meeting because it was around right everything was happening, and I was gonna see how this meeting goes and then discuss with the board members on how we proceed.
Yeah.
But we don't have anything to update really.
Okay. Nancy, how about you, Nancy? I see you sitting there. You wanna say anything? Is Nancy talking? I know she's talking because I can see her hand moving. So can anybody hear Nancy? No?
No.
Okay. All right, we can't hear you. Are you?
Star 6 to unmute.
Star 6 to unmute. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll see if we can come back to you guys. Okay. Anybody from Hilo want to say anything, update anything that's going on? Want to make a report on anything? Squeal on anybody?
Yes.
Okay. Is that you, Bobby, or Kimo?
Yeah.
Or
Yes, so.
go ahead, Bobby.
Anna and Randy, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Okay.
Okay, so Anna, Randy, myself were emailing back and forth about the caremongering page that's been set up by other Rotarian or other Rotary groups around the country, as well as on Honolulu and I think Hawaii as well. So looking into setting up something like that where it's helping those folks that are unable to get out and it's being a one-stop shop that if you need help with something, you message them on the Facebook page, and then one of the Rotarians that are involved will go out to the store and get the essentials that you need and can deliver it to your house.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yep. Well, I can hear you. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay. Who's I?
Oh, Susan. Bobby, I didn't quite understand what it is you're setting up. Is it for this club or? I got that it was going to help, but I didn't understand the details.
So it's going to help for all of East Hawaii. It's going to be a coalition of all groups and run by the East Hawaii Rotarians, and then be just a message board that if you need assistance with getting supplies, we will help you with that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
This is it. So where is this? Where are we going to find this message board?
It will be on Facebook, and it's under construction or.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else got any questions for Bobby? Anybody from Hilo Club got anything else they want to report? Anybody from Hilo Club besides Nancy? I see Nancy trying to get in there to talk. All right. Yeah. If you try calling in by phone, Nancy, maybe we can catch you then. But we see you. I see
Wow,
your
this is
video. Yeah.
this is an opportunity.
Another call.
This is an opportunity for me to talk when Nancy's not talking. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a club that I've been meeting with virtually. They've had 2 meetings in Rohnert Park. And one of the things, this is California standards, where everything's shelter in place, and it's pretty much the same here in Hawaii. But the idea was there's a couple of people that are in the restaurant business. One has a pizza store, another one sort of a specialty fast food. But in East Hawaii, if there are Rotarians that that type of takeout business or have supported Rotary in the past, I think we should patronize them. We should try to, because this is tough economic times, and we don't know how long this is going to last. So we want to support businesses in the community, and especially if it's a Rotarian-based business. So just an idea that came out of the meeting this morning.
Okay. Great, Kimo. Thank you.
So, Benson, this is Kerry Glass.
Hi, Carrie.
An additional thing, I got a note last night. I haven't fully digested all the info from Misty Tyron. And she and James are trying to work something with the Hilo Yacht Club because they have shut down. And to try to work out doing something with their kitchen to provide some kind of meals for somebody. And I know that's real vague, but that's about all we know at this stage. So it's just sort of a preliminary stuff that she sent out to a couple of people that, belong to the yacht club and, and Rotary both. And so anyway, as we know more about it, we'll spread it around. But anyway, it may be another opportunity to take some advantage of their kitchen facilities and their staff to do something. So
Okay.
that's all.
Okay, great, Carrie. I'll connect with James and find out what
Yeah.
they're
Good.
what they're thinking about. Okay, anybody else from Hilo Club? All right. So last night we had our South Hilo had a board meeting. We have one of the things I want to do is find out where you guys are on your major fundraisers. As many of you guys know, we moved Hilo Huli before this whole thing started. We moved it to September, but part of what we discussed at our board meeting was whether or not we should cancel it, reschedule it for next year. And so what we decided to do was put it on hold and give it another month and then revisit it. Has anybody else? I know Pahoa had to reschedule those because they had one up here. I think was going to be like next week. Has any of the other clubs made decisions about whether or not they were going to do their fundraisers or not?
Yes.
Ben,
Okay, go ahead.
go ahead, who?
Yeah, I don't know who's speaking here now. Who's on?
This is Deb.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead, Deb.
So I'm working on sending the ticket money back to people that have paid. I'm having to get the second signature on checks. But I hope your addresses are correct in the D5000 website, because that's the address I'm using to send checks back to people.
Okay, everybody. That's Deb Nichols from Pahoa. They had a fundraising. I think that was scheduled for the 27th. Was that it? 25th?
31st.
Oh, 31st. Sorry, I should know that. I had the tickets, but okay. So what about Brewfest? You look. Go ahead, Bobby.
I'll talk about it first. So we met a couple of weeks ago and decided that we're going to put it off 1 month of just seeing what happens here with the climate of what's all been happening. So we're going to have this type of meeting, I believe, in the next so, and we'll have some more information to share. But as of right now, we're just waiting out to see what happens next.
Okay, did everybody get that?
Not well. Bobby, your voice quality is not real good.
Okay, so what he said is that, Bobby, correct me now if I'm wrong, because I may say something completely different than what you said, like it's free this year and everybody can come, it's next week. But what I think he said is they met and they decided to wait another month to see how things are going to roll out. And they haven't made a decision whether to cancel it, postpone it, push it back, reschedule it. But for right now, it's sitting at its same date, right? Which is typically the last week of June.
Correct.
Right.
It's,
Yes.
it's still set at June 27th.
June 27th. Okay. Okay. How about Oktoberfest, Junichi? Are you guys still just on track to do that in October?
Actually, we have not discussed the, if we will go or no go for the Oktoberfest. We will see
Okay.
the situation. Yeah.
Okay. Is anybody on from Volcano? Anybody on from Volcano? Okay. Yeah, because typically they do like a barbecue thing at the at the end of August, and so I haven't heard anything from them. Okay, so that I wanted to Charlene, could you talk about a couple of things that we were discussing on the board about projects that are going on out there that you're involved in that could use some help?
One is everybody's concerned about making sure the keiki and the kupuna have enough food. So I think the nonprofits are trying to work together to make sure that population is fed appropriately. So I know the Boys and Girls Club actually, and you saw it in today's paper at the Tribune Herald, I believe, they are actually organizing and making sure that they're doing food preparation at their certified kitchen, and they're taking it out to feed the homeless with the help of the Salvation Army and Hope Services. They're addressing the youth and delivering the food out probably to places where the DOE is not capturing, as well as ramping up for the kupuna as well. So one of the issues they had even before this coronavirus started was they needed a vehicle to transport the food.
Okay.
And so that came up, and whether or not, rather than us all throwing money all over the place, is to stay focused on, I think everybody agrees, food delivery or food service is key. So transportation for that food service would be important. So if people have money already, and if we can pool our resources together, then the Boys and Girls Club, for example, have committed to actually distribute food all over the island to even places that they have connections already but haven't delivered to, and that would be including Hawaii and Ocean View estates. So it would not only be for East Hawaii, but it would include West Hawaii. So this is an example of a project that, if the Rotary Club stay focused, one project at a time, we might be able to accomplish more with the funding, rather than $1,500 here, $1,000 here, $500 here. If we pool our money, we might be able to get bigger results. So one was the transport vehicle for Boys and Girls Club. And that was in the paper today. Not so much about the transport vehicle, but what they're planning to do. The other is face masks. And I'm hoping that the hospitals will get their N95 face masks quickly, but the community is trying to, the sewing community, it's a good example of people who can help the ones in the front line. And so they're making face masks. And Vibrant Hawaii, which is a collective of many different groups or sectors, have approached Discount Fabric House, and the Discount Fabric House was doing it on its own to make face masks. But that's another example of, if within your clubs you have people who have resources to make face masks, to either donate fabric, or people who know how to sew, we could probably get more out there faster until the N95 masks do come Because right now people don't have masks and they're going out there and they're interacting with people for, you know, outreach as far as the social services. The hospitals still have face masks, but not, they're dwindling. And the concern I have is it's unclear to me whether or not all the PCPs, primary care physicians, if they have adequate sourcing, because as of 2 weeks ago or 10 days ago, some of them were going to run out of supplies.
Yeah.
And so I think we have to stay focused on where we want to collectively, if we can prioritize it, food, you know, protect the healthcare workers, the ones that are actually interfacing with a lot of people, that to keep them safe.
Yeah. Brenda, you want to comment on that too? Because I know you guys have a big need out there as well. I'm trying to unmute you here. So, okay, go ahead.
Unmuted?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So you're trying to control the mute, unmute from the master switch up there?
Well, no, people are muting themselves, so I'm trying to unmute you so you can talk. So.
Thanks. Yeah. So, so it's no secret. I mean, I think everybody that's connected to the news or to the social media know that we have a significant challenge with protective equipment, personal protective equipment, also known as PPE. It's kind of funny that, and not funny in a way, that you know, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, the general public didn't know what PPE was, and now everybody knows what PPE is. It's quite fascinating. So anyway, so the question at hand is the mask, and what we're doing. If you're a healthcare professional, and 2 months ago you were told to wear a N95 mask a lot and change it frequently, and the criteria around it was very different than now that we're in this situation that we're in, and then telling people that, what, you know, I think somebody from the federal government said wear a bandana, you know, so the drastic changes. I think for, if you're sharing the message, the message that needs to be shared is that there's levels of, if you don't have an N95 or an adequate stack of them, then you can't change them every time. So what is the next level of best protection? And then what is the next level of after that? And then and grading what you can do to still protect yourself. I mean, if it's me and I have a mask that has the filter in, even if it was handmade, I think the filter is a key thing to the homemade ones. Charlene, we are asking people to sew in the filters, correct?
Well,
it's not. Is it just cloth?
Okay, so I did a little research on that, and I don't know if it's fake news or not, but there have been studies on the use of cloth and different kinds of cloth and different types, as well as doubling them up. So I think what a lot of the sewers are doing, they're opening up the bottoms and allowing people to put something in there so that you can wash the mask.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the protocols have to be developed more in terms of the cloth reusables. They should be just use one day and throw it away, or use one day and wash it, sanitize it.
Yeah.
And then the filters should be put in there. And what I thought was interesting is the research that they did, this is years ago, that those masks, if it's a tighter weave and double weave, that it can protect maybe up to 80% out. Versus, you know, the N95s do almost like 95% or something like that.
Okay.
So it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So basically the question is, do we need the mask? Are they helpful? I think they serve a lot of purposes. And one of those is giving people that have time on their hands right now some way to contribute and be part of the solution to the situation that we are in worldwide. And so I think we should be supporting the development or the production of masks. We also are looking at having them and using them in Hawaii Care Choices. If we don't need them personally as healthcare providers, we're going to try to see if we can have enough to give to the family members.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not so much if you have COVID. It's like if you have a cold, if you have,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to have regardless. So I would support, and I think while the hospital isn't asking right now for the handmade mask, I think there's many of us in the community that would embrace and use those. Because the other thing you can do is you can put your N95 or your hospital grade mask on, and then put the cloth mask over it.
Oh,
And then you can make your one that's closest to your face last longer, and just wash the outside one, the cloth one. So there's a lot of things coming down the pike. The new thing is gowns. So as soon as you finish this conversation about the mask, the next thing is about gowns and how to wash them, just to continue to have something. You got to have something to protect you.
Yeah.
And I think anything is better than nothing.
Yeah. I know that there's right now about a dozen kupuna and Keaukaha that are cranking these masks out as a part of the Native Hawaiian Chamber, and we're behind a project where these guys are just feverishly, maybe that's a bad word, but they're cranking these masks out. So I think the question that I want to try to get us all involved in is if Rotary has resources, and and most of our clubs do, what is the best way, like Charlene was saying, focus these resources in a way where we can have the most impact. I wanted to have Gina talk for a second because her work is involved in a foundation that is a resiliency group that's trying to collect money to address this. So Gina, if you can chat for a second about that. Let me see if I can unmute you. I'm unmuting you. Hang on. Yeah, go ahead.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you're ready.
Yeah, so our Hawaii Life Charitable Fund, we partner with the Hawaii Community Foundation, and they have set up a resiliency, and I'm pulling up the email, so I apologize. 1 second here. The resiliency, the Hawaii Resilience Fund, and this is part of the Hawaii Community Foundation. And I'm just going to read, but it was created to address the growing impacts of the coronavirus in Hawaii. The first round of grants will be deployed rapidly to the public health sector and community-based nonprofits to implement actions targeted at reducing the spread of the coronavirus. This includes expanding regional test sites and screenings, and supporting self-quarantine measures such as home visits and distribution of food supplies to populations disproportionately impacted by the outbreak. And then as fundraising continues, additional grants will be awarded on a rolling basis, making it possible to quickly adapt to evolving needs. So yeah, the Hawaii Community Foundation is leading that charge and has created that. So there's another opportunity to give, and they will, I believe they're looking at all islands, and you can also designate so that it stays on Hawaii Island or whichever island also that you would prefer. But that is something that Hawaii Life is doing as well. And they are matching up to the first 40,000. So in monies, but anybody can go online to Hawaii Community Foundation and make a donation to the Resilience Fund.
Okay, good. Anybody else? Jacob, I see you down there from Salvation Army. What are you guys doing, and is there an opportunity for us to help you guys?
We actually teamed up with the Boys and Girls Club with Chad, and they're providing us a meal every single night, Monday through Friday. And so 40 meals right now, and they're all to go. So people can show up at the Salvation Army at 4:45, Monday through Friday, first 40 people, and it's a meal to go. On top of that, we expanded our pantry. We're doing it Tuesdays and Fridays now from 9. We say 9 to 11, but really it's 9 till whenever we get the last person done.
Okay.
So, and in each of those pantry bags, we had to scale them back compared to what we normally give out. We normally give out a 5 to 7 day supply. Right now, it's more of a 2 to 3 day supply, just because getting that product in right now is hard.
Okay.
And so we're doing that, but we're also including hygiene kits with every single pantry bag. And we're also going to try and include animal food, cat and dog primarily, so that people can still take care of their animals during this. That's currently the majority of what we're doing right now.
Okay.
In Hilo and on the east side.
Okay. Anybody else want to chime in with any other ideas? Now, I see that maybe you guys automatically do this, but everybody's mic is muted. So if you want to talk, unmute yourself or tell me, and then I'll unmute you. I can unmute you from here if you have an idea or have some input about, Rotary resources. I know that our foundation has a contingency fund of some kind where they put away where when we had the eruption, they were able to immediately ship a check off for, I think it was like $5,000. And I'm sure that the other clubs that have foundations, it would probably be good if we joined forces to kind of get behind a project or two. So anybody else have any input about that?
This is Kathleen. I was going to mention that someone had said go and buy a meal go frequent the restaurants. You can also combine that with buy a meal, and some of the restaurants in California and other places have not only done the buy a meal, but they've delivered it to like Salvation Army or a homeless shelter or a women's shelter. So we might be able to arrange something like that for the women's shelter or the Salvation Army. I don't know if you guys need it, Jacob, but some way to have it delivered there. It's a way to not only help the restaurant, but then also provide a meal for those in need if you can buy from somebody else and provide it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. Yeah.
We're right now for the entire Hawaiian Pacific Islands, we actually just applied to Lyft for that exact thing. And what they're going to do is Lyft will basically cover the cost of the driver's times if we provide the meals. And so hopefully in the next day or so, we'll hear back on whether or not that contract has gone through or not. But that would be a big help to the community then, because then wherever there's a Lyft driver on any of the islands, we can use that as a way to produce those meals and get them to who needs it.
Jacob, one of the ways that I saw was on a Facebook ad for a particular shelter, and they actually said, we have an arrangement with XYZ organization, this restaurant, and if you call them and order, we can go and get it. And it was probably something that was like next door. So you might, that might be something we could have arranged if there is somebody close to you that would make sense for you guys operationally.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Anybody else want to chime in? Charlene, go ahead.
So what I hear is a lot of good ideas. I'm just wondering, Benson, if the leadership could get all the service chairs to work together rather than us doing it like this. I'm just wondering if the service chairs could get together and maybe prioritize it, look at the budget, because if everybody starts doing the same thing, like or patronizing only one or two restaurants, it might not be the best way. I'm using an example. So perhaps another task group of this group, or among the East Hawaii clubs, there's a service chair. Perhaps they can work on some kind of prioritization as well. I mean, I'm just thinking to make it more orderly.
Okay.
And the peace group, just to let you know, we're talking about putting up something on the website at District 5000, and it was kind of Naomi's idea that we lift something up there so people can look at it, get some ideas, and have a dialogue going. Because for the children and parents stuck at home, it's there's going to be an increase of domestic violence. But the question is, if you don't know how to intervene, you can cause more damage by trying to get in there when you're not properly trained and so forth. So I think that the people who are in the first line, we have to consider those things and ask them and be patient, and they can let us know how we can help. And it might not be money. It might be coming up with videos or organizing things so you can put it on a web, and then the people can get some cards to get more data on their phone or whatever, so that they can have activities for their kids and their families to distract them, if nothing else. Anyway, just something to think about.
Okay. So what I'll do, Charlene, is I can send an email out to all the clubs if they want to appoint a person or two to like maybe an action group that tries to figure out the projects we want to get behind, and then figure out how to do them. I mean, one of the challenges is that we're used to, as Rotary, and getting out there and kind of physically doing something, and we can't really do that now. So we have to figure out a way that's going to minimize exposure to our members, but still be able to be impactful. So if anybody has any ideas about that, would welcome that. I see Doug Adams over here. Doug, you want to say anything about that? Got any thoughts about that?
I missed what you just said. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we were just talking about trying to be able to, maximize our impact out there as far as what Rotary wants to do, our combined East Hawaii group, without, dragging all our members out there and exposing them out there. So I just wondered if anybody has any thoughts on ways in which we could do that, make a big impact, but not expose our members.
Yeah, I would. I've been listening and following best I can the emails as well. I have to tell you, I am an extremist when it comes to this stay at home, and so the idea of having people go out and be involved in that way is not, I think, what we need to do as a community, because the focus continues to have to be on defeating the virus.
Right.
Now, I am fully supportive of what Chad is doing with Boys and Girls Club. Our board approved continuing that with the funding that we have on hand in the Boys and Girls Club through the end of April. So, and of course, we're looking to get funding to help with that, but it's not inexpensive, as it turns out.
Yeah.
But we're, the work that initiative is a terrific initiative with the Salvation Army and Hope Services and the folks at Keaukaha and Panaeva and now in Pahoa. And I know he's going to work on West Hawaii and hopefully Ocean View. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
In addition, you've got the spiritual care folks that are trying to take care of things. So I'm aware of that as well. As far as we are concerned, this is one of those areas, frankly, where I think money matters. And if it can be supportive of keeping these nonprofit organizations rolling during the next month or so, I think the federal government is going to step in with funding that the nonprofits are going to be able to get reimbursed. So however we can make that happen is probably the way I would support it.
Okay. Okay, great idea. So maybe if you're interested in being on a task force that kind of looks at this, I do think that we're in a unique position to respond. That I think that clubs have resources that we could put behind this to respond without like I said, dragging our members out to be out there in the public, which is probably not a good idea. But I do think I agree with what Charlene said last night at our board meeting, is that the community really looks at Rotary for some kind of leadership involvement. I mean, anywhere in the world you go, there's good going on. Typically Rotary is nearby. So Sandy, you have anything you want to add to the group? Sandy's going to be our district governor-elect over here. She's joining us from Oahu, and wanted to kind of listen on what we're doing. But you have anything you want to add? Give us any perspective about what's happening with clubs in Honolulu, what Rotary clubs are doing out there that could help us to understand what's going on out there.
Aloha, everyone. Thank you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you okay. Everybody, thumbs up.
Okay, can everybody hear me?
Yep, thumbs up okay, everybody.
Yeah, first I just want to say mahalo. You folks are doing some amazing things out there, but you know, we expect that from the Big Island. And to be honest with you, I think you folks are probably ahead of the curve in many ways.
Yeah, we're ahead of the curve.
Yeah. I will let you know though that at the district level, we are looking at the possibility of trying to work out some additional funding coming the club's way. It's premature for me to share any detailed information at that point, but just you might want to just keep that in the back of your mind that we're hoping we're going to be able to do that within the next month or so. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, but no, just keep up the good work. And I love this idea that you folks have of the East Hawaii meeting. I'm going to encourage more of that here on Oahu.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good job. Stay healthy and safe, everybody.
Okay. Thank you, Sandy. I think one of the things that, and I know that the what is it up to now? The 30 some odd people that clicked on today. Part of it is just wanting to stay connected. I know the reason that that Hilo Bay now has their regular meeting at their regular time is to keep our members engaged. And this actually, this situation could be a time where our clubs could actually become more engaged, because now we have forums like this where we can stay connected with each other. And I think to whatever extent that that we can do that, we can do that. I did want to ask everybody if who likes this format. Should we continue it? And then give clubs our option. I think one of the reasons that that Randy and I wanted to do this time Thursday at noon is that no other club meets Thursday at noon, and so if we wanted to get a group meeting going, everybody could click on without interfering in their regular club meeting if the rest of the clubs are going to decide to have an online meeting. So any feedback about that? We've been on for almost 50 minutes now. Anybody have any feedback about wanting to continue like a East Hawaii meeting? Whether or not it would be better if we just went back into our clubs. Anybody want to chime in on that?
I like it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gary.
I think this is great, and I applaud you for putting this together. It's exciting when you get various Rotarians from various clubs together. It's like almost like attending a little mini international convention,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
It sort of gets your blood up about wanting to do things. So I think these are great.
Okay, good. Anybody else want to give any feedback? Haven't had a chance to. Anybody want to say anything about anything? How about you, Kat? I see you over there, and you're in the corner of my screen right here.
Hi, everybody here, and know that even though we're all isolated at home, we're still connected through this.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, here's what I'll do then. I'll book another one next Thursday at noon, and we'll click in. I'll send an email out to everybody in the meantime to see who would like to jump in and be a part. If you want to do this, be part of this, I guess, our action group that's gonna figure out what we're gonna do, and then what kind of funds we can come up with, and who gets the benefit from that. I know that South Hilo, I know our foundation has some money put aside for emergencies like this, and I think if we came to them and had basically made a case, this is why we need this X amount of money, that they would write a check pretty quick. So so let's do that. Let's try to stay together as a group. I think that our board, when we met last night, wants to do our regular meeting at noon on Tuesday, so we may go ahead and do that. But I do like this format. It's really great to look over in my little corner when I'm seeing anybody. Oh, wait a second. Somebody's music just clicked on.
It's probably mine. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's Charmaine's meeting here. Let's see. I'm gonna mute everybody here. Hang on a second. Can everybody hear me okay? Good. Okay. I just muted everybody. So see, if you're the dictator, that's what you can do. Just like mute everybody. How's that? I mean, what power is that? Okay, let's see. Okay, can somebody talk so I can see if I unmuted everybody? Somebody? No? Okay, hang on a second.
Hello.
All right, good.
Hey.
All right, good.
Okay, Benson.
All right, everybody's back.
Good job, Benson.
Okay, so let's do this. I'll go ahead and schedule another meeting next time, but it's super cool actually. On my little screen, I'm seeing like 30 of you guys, and I see there's Connie over here, and I see Brenda and Jacob and Nancy, and it's kind of neat to have all of these people. Just like Carrie was saying, it's kind of like having a little mini convention over here. I see Keith Greer out there sitting on his veranda. So that's kind of nice. Hi, Keith. Okay, so if anybody has any other announcements or anything they want to throw in the group before we convene here? Okay. No?
There's a chat on the right-hand side of your screens if you turn that on.
Yeah.
And some folks have been putting stuff out there, but I think this is great. Who knew that we could do this so quickly?
Yeah.
Everybody is adjusting to this kind of technology, and it really might help us connect across the state. I love that idea. We use a lot of resources going back and forth on airplanes when everyone's well, and for this situation, we're using this technology. It's really encouraging, and we can make this a big meeting. We can do a whole convention this way.
Yeah, no, I see in your chat, Kathleen, that you wrote that. I do want to tell you that we're going to have trainings that are going to come up in the next couple of months, and we're going to do them in this format. And in Zoom, you can also do breakout rooms where you can send like 10 people, put you guys in a separate room, and you guys can discuss whatever. So stay posted for with that. And encourage people that are in your clubs to get on these calls. I'm gonna have them every Thursday at 12 o'clock. I'll send you the next connection, and I'll do it as a reoccurring meeting so that it'll be the same link in like every week. Okay. Anybody else got anything else to say? Should we do the 4-way test like online? How's that? Okay. Anybody else? No. Okay, man. Well, hey, follow me. I don't have the bell in front of me, but I want you guys to just envision that you can do it. Oh, like here, compliments of Jacob. Okay. All right. Hey, the 4-way test of the things we think, do, or say. First,
is it the truth?
Second,
is it fair to
all concerned?
Third,
will it build goodwill?
Fourth,
beneficial to all concerned.
And fifth, have fun. Have a drink. And and it's okay. I just want to let you know it's okay if you want to drink during these meetings. No problem. I mean, it's happy hour. If we're gonna go across the entire state and nation, it's happy hour and somewhere. So okay.
Somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Hey, thanks a lot, guys. It was really good to see everybody.
Thank you.
We'll check in next week. Take care.
Yeah. All right. Good job.
Good job. End meeting for all.